Hi everybody, it's Nick. Just wanting to send a bit of light and hope, if I may, today. I think it's it's scary times for us all, and the last few days in particular, I've really felt the discomfort with the transition and the change. But as ever, I'm trying to look at it and go, what am I learning from this? And already, just a few days in, there's some really big things that I'm observing about myself. So the first of it is, it's okay. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel vulnerable, and it's okay to let that flow through you. And that's my dog telling me I have to walk, so I have to walk while I'm doing this. It's okay to let it flow through you. It's a perfectly natural response to very difficult and challenging times. I think the other thing I've found is massive saviour is just having time each day to be able somehow to get out into Mother Nature. I know that is more difficult for some than others. I am very blessed. I basically live in the middle of nowhere, so I can walk for miles without bumping into anybody, and I'm really making the most of that now because it's definitely saving my sanity. I think the other thing I found is some structure to my day. So making sure that I and the family get up, get bathed, showered, whatever, and actually get ready to start the day, energetically, just get us in a place where we're like, right, okay, we're ready to see the day in front of us. The children have their own structure and timetable. I have mine, my husband has his. We're all working from home in different spaces. And that was the thing. If you can, we don't live in a mansion by any stretch of the imagination. We live in a small cottage. So we've always, I guess, been used to having multifunctional spaces. And that's become really, really important now. So we have designated spaces for where each of us can work in the day, designated spaces for where, I might want to meditate, or the kids might want to do some creative stuff, the outside space for their PE and so forth. And then, we don't have a big enough house just to designate one room for one thing, so that different parts of the day it then changes into something else. I think the other thing that I've found really important as well is to really feed our minds. So, I'm doing lots of virtual calls, reading, virtually connecting with people, and the same with the kids, really, just keeping it mixed up for them. So there's intellectual stuff and academic stuff, there's quiet time, there's outside physical play time, there is watching a film, PS4 time and whatever, and kind of linking all that into the timetable. Massive thing I'm finding is not to let myself think more than 24 hours ahead. So we are in a really fast changing world. We are stepping into the unknown. I absolutely am determined to keep my faith in the human spirit and the fact that we will find a way through this. But I think part of that is not allowing, really being very focused on not allowing the fear to consume you. And some of that is, for me, not looking too far ahead. I do look at the briefings once a day, but that is all I look at. And I actually don't watch the live briefings. I look at the headlines just to be able to manage the amount of fear and panic that it does create in me. And a big thing that I do, particularly if I'm feeling fragile, like I'm losing control, is I go back to giving. So what can I do for somebody, reaching out, a message, a virtual call, giving, somebody a shout out on stage. It could be a million different things, but just thinking about what is it that I can do to give something to somebody else to perhaps make them feel better. So, for example, today when I've come out, if I've passed people, obviously we've kept our distance, but I've made a really big effort to make sure I say hi. Are you okay? Just because it's just about showing that we care. So, and another thing that we've done is, kind of finding our playfulness. So we are at home now. And one of the things we found is that, dinner time in the evening is becoming quite a big deal for us as a family, because it's kind of like the social event of the day. And you don't have to go out for it to be a social event. So we're having a bit of fun with it, We are getting dressed for dinner. I'm not sure we'll do it every night, but certainly at the weekends we will. We're putting a lot of time and thought into what we're having for dinner. We're setting the table, we're making it all lovely, and we're coming together and treating it as a social occasion. My daughter and I, we put a dress on and put a bit of makeup on and stuff, and just turn it into a bit of fun really, and learn to be playful. And then after dinner, might choose a card game or something we want to play, or we say, we collectively make a decision about what we want to do. So I just think they're just some really straightforward things that I've started to do. Exercise is a big deal for me. I mean, I can walk, but yesterday I did my first virtual online yoga class. Honestly, it was brilliant. It was really good. So, whatever your thing is, I definitely think it's worth giving the virtual stuff a go. Because even if it's not as good as being in the classroom, the thing is, it focuses you. You're turning up at a certain time to do something, because it can be quite knackering being self-motivating all the time, which is really important when you're at home. So, if that's not your forte or you're finding that tiring, then I think it's get some stuff in the diary where you've signed up to a class at a particular time, or you've arranged to have a conversation with somebody at a particular time. And I think that really helps alleviate the pressure over the self-motivation around it. Hey, today I'm feeling okay. I'm not feeling too scared today, and I'm feeling okay. And they're just a few of the things I've observed that are helping me. Tomorrow may not be such a great day, who knows, but you know what, I'll worry about that when tomorrow comes. Sending everybody lots and lots of love. Please stay safe, and lots of love, and take care of yourselves. Bye.